Welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to review My Gita by Devdutt Pattanaik. This book is a personal reading of the Bhagavad Gita, by the author. The Bhagavad Gita has around 700 verses and 18 chapters in it, and the Bhagavad Gita is essentially a discourse that was delivered by Shri Krishna to Arjuna when he was having second thoughts about fighting his family on the battlefield. The author of the book is Devdutt Pattanaik, and he is someone who has written tens of books on Hindu mythology, and also he is an excellent illustrator, and that is one of the reasons that the book right here has a beautiful illustration of Shri Krishna. He also uses his skills to make the concepts easier in the book by making a lot of diagrams in the book. For example, this one and this one. He will write a para about the whole concept, and then he will make it very compact in this one diagram so that anyone can easily understand it. Now let's talk about the book. The title of the book. The title of the book is not the Bhagavad Gita or anything that would say to us that this is the real Gita. No, the author has not done that. He has made it a personalized Gita of him, and that's why he has titled it as My Gita, because there's also this one thing that if you would title it as or say that it is the Gita or the Bhagavad Gita, then so many people would say that the way you interpret the Gita is not consistent with our views or how we perceive it to be. That is the reason that he has named it very smartly as My Gita, the way he sees and interprets the Gita. Also, the sequence of the chapters in the book and the sequence of the verses in the book have been changed by the author as per his convenience, so that he can explain the concepts better. Also, this book is very compact, and that has been made possible because he has not chosen to write all the verses from all the chapters in the book. He has simply chosen to paraphrase a lot of verses and make them compactly into one paragraph or so that he can borrow some phrase, some verse from this chapter and another from that chapter, and still make the meaning I would say even clearer than one would get with the plain reading of the Bhagavad Gita, because it is a book which is bulkier and also a little difficult to understand if you don't have a guide to make you understand, because there are a lot of words also that have different connotations when they are written in the different chapters, and that is one of the reasons that one who is a plain reader or is not someone who understands these things can pick up this book, because this book has been made easier by the author. The author also says that a lot of concepts in the real Bhagavad Gita have been scattered in many chapters, and that is the reason that sometimes we find it repetitive. Sometimes we are not able to grasp the concept properly because we are amateur and we have not read a lot of spiritual texts. We have not read a lot of Vedic texts to understand them properly, and that is where the author guides us through what the real wisdom and the real lessons in the Bhagavad Gita are. So that is why he has even changed the sequence of the chapters in this book than the sequence in the real Bhagavad Gita. There are some differences that he talk about in the introductory part of the book only. He makes it pretty clear in the introduction only that this is a book that is personal reading of the Gita and should not be compared with the original Bhagavad Gita, because he has made some changes that are that will be convenient for readers like us to understand Gita better. The book has 18 chapters, but I'll be talking about the second chapter. The name of the second chapter is You and I Have Been Here Before. Now this chapter talks about the importance of not judging. Now what happened to someone else and did not happen to someone else, but someone was really a good person, they did not do any bad deed, but they still ended up in a bad condition. Now, here the chapter tries to talk about how we do not know what someone did in their past lives, and all of that has to be balanced, because one of the things that is taught in the Gita by Shri Krishna to Arjuna is that everybody is reborn, and that's why he should not be afraid to kill the person who is not following a dharma, that are essentially the people who are from his own family. And now this chapter also talks about the story of Karn. My name is also Karn, but this Karn in the book is a warrior and an archer. Now this Karn is a foundling that is found by a person who is a charioteer and is brought up by him, but in reality he is from the royal blood, he is from the royal clan, and he's abandoned at birth by his mother Kunti, and and that's how you see he was from the royal blood, but he was made fun of by his own clan for being a son of the charioteer. And in the end also, he dies on the battlefield not as a brave warrior but as a charioteer. And a lot of us feel that, you see, he was such a loyal person, but he died a death that he did not deserve. Now the chapter talks about his past lives and how in his past life he was an asura blessed with 1,000 armors called Shastra Kavacha, and to destroy each armor a warrior had to acquire special powers by meditating for thousands of years. Even with these powers, destroying the armor would need 1,000 years. So Nar and Narayan, twin sages, avatars of Vishnu, attacked this asura simultaneously. While one meditated, the other fought, taking turns to acquire the power and to destroy the armor. By the time they had destroyed all but one of the 1,000 armors, the world came to an end. But the world was reborn. The asura was reborn as Karna, Nar as Arjuna, and Narayan as Shri Krishna. We are told that only Krishna knows the whole story. And so, while Karna is a victim, if we know only his present story, he becomes a villain if we know another backstory. So that's one of the things I found to be really fascinating. And now I'm reading the only one quote that I'll be reading from this book. This is the most fascinating quote that I've ever read, maybe ever read in my whole life. Now this quote goes: "The world into which we are born is imagined as a stage full of actors, but with no script or director. Everyone assumes they are the hero, but discover they are not the protagonists of the ongoing play. We are forced to play certain roles and speak certain dialogues, but we revolt. We want our own script to be performed and our own dialogues to be heard. So we negotiate with fellow actors. Some succeed in getting heard with some people. Others fail with most people. No one succeeds with everyone. We cling to our scripts, submit to other people's script, speak dialogues we do not want to, only to stay relevant and connected to larger narrative, or at least to a subplot. Heroes emerge, villains emerge. Heroes of one plot turn out to be villains of another plot. Eventually, all leave the stage, but the play continues. Who knows what is actually going on? Vishnu, the Ranganath. All we can decipher are the patrons, as does he." I personally believe that there is a lot that can be learned from the sacred texts. One of the greatest things about Hindu mythology is that there are a lot of stories, and it makes them not just interesting but also relatable, and we learn that what is the right thing to do in certain situations, and these are the life lessons that we derive from them. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back next Sunday with a new book review. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Till then, take care, stay safe. Thank you.